Thank you all so much for 5,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. And yes, that does mean we have Just Dance. Yo, what's up everyone? Treyman1 here. Welcome back to another Pokemon Journeys anime review. We're finally here. The hype episode 34, Bia's debut. Oh my goodness, this episode, whew, this was something. Let's go ahead and get into this review because I got a lot to say. For starters, we start off with the World Championships, just, stating how far Ash has come. He's at rank 890. He's doing amazing. He's on an undefeated winning streak. And, Ash is full of himself. He's like, oh, Ryolu's so strong, right? I can't lose now. I'm ready to fight the fighting dojo. Ash has gotten really cocky in this episode. And unfortunately, that does strike him back. At first I was kind of upset that he beat Karina. But for how they told the story in this episode, it went really well. Like, my goodness. As Ash is about to take on this battle against the fighting dojo master, we get to reveal that Bia is actually here, a gym leader from Galar, and that she is actually much higher than Ash at 751 in the World Championships. She destroys the Dojo Master, and Ash instead decides to have a battle with her to rank up in the World Championships, still being cocky, mind you, like, oh, we got this. And, even though he doesn't know about Pokemon like Grapple a lot, he's still feeling very overconfident in Riolu and Farfetch. Which I really do love that Ash is so confident in his Pokemon, but at the same time, Riolu and Farfetch? Like, come on now, like, I'm not saying that these are bad Pokemon, but Riolu's still a baby, and Farfetch is newly caught. So, I would have thought he would go against Bia with Pikachu and Dragonite, maybe his two most powerful Pokemon. But no, he actually goes in with Riolu and Farfetch. And I've been saying since I saw that these two were revealed to be fighting Bia, that there's no way he can win this. Because we haven't really seen too much training for Farfetch. Like, Farfetch has only been losing to Riolu. And yes, Riolu has been doing a lot of training, but it's still a baby Pokemon. And it doesn't stand a chance against Bia. But I didn't expect the battle to go down how it did. For starters, I just want to say I'm the Poke Prophet once again, because I remember making a tweet not too long ago saying, can we get a Bia versus Karina? Guess what this episode shows us? A glimpse of Bia actually defeating Karina, which blew me away. I'm like, whoa. And she actually says, like, Karina was too soft. I'm like, excuse me? Nah, Karina's Mega Lucario was a beast in X and Y. But unfortunately, it does really seem like they nerfed it in this series. But besides that, Bia took down Karina with ease. And, that's just such a big shocker. I don't know what they're going to do with Riolu now, because Mega Lucario keeps getting defeated. Like, Ash defeated it. Freaking Bia defeated it. I don't think that Ash is going to get a Mega Lucario, because all they're doing is showing it get defeated. So, who knows? Maybe Ash's Lucario may get a Gigantamax or something even cooler. But as for the fight, I feel so bad for our boy. Come on. Like, Farfetch, man. I was actually hoping that Farfetch got his first win in this episode, because one thing I didn't like about Farfetch is how it's been being overshadowed by Riolu. Yeah, they're both fighting type Pokemon, but, Farfetch deserved a bit more. So I was actually hoping Farfetch beat Hawlucha, which it did get some good hits in, but Hawlucha tanked like Farfetch. Like, my goodness. It took the brutal swing, it dodged Night Slash, and it just two-shotted Farfetch easily, which that really showed the power of Bia. Like, Farfetch barely did anything to it. And instead of letting Hawlucha fight against Riolu, Bia actually switches, which that really threw me off. Because I thought that Ash would at least be one of her Pokemon, but no. Grapple comes out, and you can see Ash just struggling so much against this thing. For one, it's a Pokemon he's never seen or battled before, which, that makes sense why he couldn't do too much against it. But Bia just did him so dirty. Like, his whole battling strategy, I really liked how it was fighting, where he has all these arms, is always moving. Ash tried to come up with some strategies. For one, I love how it goes, like, here comes Ash's craziness again when Ash goes for the Force Palm on the ground, which my bro Pokeraf said, oh, my boy learned freaking Blast Burn. Great job, Riolu, but nah. Even using Ash's crazy strategies, Bia found ways around it. Like, I know the music was getting so hyped, and Riolu was about to go land a hit finally, it just grabs him. Like, I was like, gosh, Lee. And the Octolocks were the most, crucial part of this fight, because Riolu was struggling for his life. Like, you just see Riolu crunched up, trying to move, it can't. it actually got out of the Octolock once in a very cool way. Like, Ash was doing everything he could, which I really do love about this battle. But even then, he still couldn't get the win, unfortunately. Even, like, coming out of this strategy, trying to find new ways, even going for a reversal, because Riolu took a lot of damage. Reversal probably would have took this thing out. But unfortunately, this Pokemon was too quick for Riolu and destroyed Riolu, unfortunately. And this has me wondering, how would Pikachu and Dragonite actually do against Bia? Because, I don't feel Pikachu would lose because Pikachu beat Tapu Koko, Savalai. I feel like that's the reason Pikachu wasn't used in this fight. They had to make Ash lose, and they knew Pikachu wasn't the one to do this. Like, it had to be his new Pokemon to show that, yes, Ash is a champion, but he still has new Pokemon that needs a lot of work. And, I really don't mind that. Bia's character, my gosh, was she tough and was she cold? She actually did try and give some mercy to Ash, though. When Riolu was locked up, she was like, forfeit now or I'm gonna have to finish you. Of course, Ash's whole motive is like, the battle's not over until somebody wins and somebody loses. And unfortunately, that leads for Bia to have to destroy Riolu in the most painful way. And I'm like, my goodness, you can see the guilt and regret on Ash's face. Like, he felt defeated. We haven't seen Ash look like this since the Nanu fight, which the Nanu fight was also pretty bad because Nanu was playing dirty. He was a dark type user. But with Bia just disrespected him for real. Like, Ash, it kind of brought Ash back to reality. And that's what I was hoping for, because in the World Championship, Ash has been winning way too easily. Like, when he beat Karina, that's when I was like, hold on now. You just caught Dragonite and Gengar while Karina's been using Mienfoo and Mega Lucario for so long. And like, it just kind of was weird to me. But I'm so glad we got this episode. Now, yes, I don't think Ash should be overreacting too badly, because this is still Ryolu and Farfetch. These is new Pokemon. It's not like Pikachu and Dragonite just took an L. Which, by the way, I'm hoping that this loss finally gives Ash, more reasons, and we'll finally see more on screen time, him training Gengar, Dragonite, Riolu, and especially Farfetch, because they all need it. And for the longest, we've been wondering, who is Ash's main rival in the series? I thought it might have been Karina. I thought it might have been somebody else, but it looks like it's going to be Bia, because at the end of this episode, Ash says, this isn't it. Like, unfortunately, we lost our winning streak, but he will get his revenge on Bia. And that actually threw me off, him saying revenge, because, Ash isn't the revenge type of character. Obviously, yeah, he's going to want to win again, but the way he said it and the way he was looking really looks like Ash is like hate in his heart right now against this Bia trainer, because Bia was cold. Even after the battle ended, she didn't say, good match or anything. She just walks off, says, I'm leaving now. I'm like, gosh, leave Bia. Which I'm so excited to see the growth of these two characters. Even the scenes in the opening with Bia actually weren't in this episode. I thought that, those were just clips from this episode, but no, that was a Bia made moment right there, which means we will see her again soon. And Ash's rank goes back to 930. My gosh, he dropped pretty fast. And this just shows how crazy the World Championships is. Like, yeah, you can be ranking up, winning battles, but if you lose, you go right back down. And that's just so crazy to me. Like, Ash has to work his way back up. Also, I should mention this too. Go ends up getting a Hitmonchan because he ends up fighting the Dojo Master and winning. Just kind of like in the game. So I like how they kind of nodded to that, but I wish we got to see at least some fight. Like, this should have been a two-parter where we get to see Go battle, because I would like to see, like, Go won. Like, excuse me? Go won his first real battle, and we didn't get to see it, sadly. But, oh well. Like, that's just one issue I have. But this was focused on Ash, and I got to say, this is great development. I'm really hoping that Ash and Bia have their rematch in Galar with Dynamax, and we get to see Pikachu using his Dynamax, Bia using her Machamp, and just, maybe that fight be to rank up. Because it seems like, Karina was the one to go to the super class. Bia's the one to go up to the next class after that. So maybe Ash is going to fight fighting type trainers to rank up. Like, I think Bia would be the perfect opponent. All his hard work to get his rank back up. And the battle decides that if he goes to the next class or not, Bia against Bia again. That would be crazy. That, or it may be against an old character again if they want to do something like that, but I'm not too sure. All I know is this was a great development episode for Ash and introduction for Bia. I'm loving the rivalry. We got our first real, female rival, because mostly Ash has male rivals, but like as his main rival, but it seems Bia is going to be the main rival other than Leon, of course, but I'm loving it so much. I can't wait for the rematch. who knows? Ash may lose her a second time and then win the third time. We just have to wait and see. It's so much potential that they can do with Ash and Bia. But yeah, everyone, in the comment section down below, let me know what y'all thought of this episode. I love to hear. I love this episode so much. It was a great episode. I truly recommend each and every one of you check it out. I know a lot of you are sad that Ash lost and he's a champion, but you got to remember, it's Ryolu and Farfetch, two newly caught Pokemon that still need a lot more work to get to where they need to be on Pikachu's level, at least. Thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Trademan1. Peace out.